Hey guys, so today I wanted to film my drugstore favorites, but I think I'm just going to call it like drugstore slash affordable products because I have a lot of good products from like Coastal Scents and everything that are drugstore prices, but they're not technically drugstore, like you have to order them online. So if you're interested in seeing my drugstore slash affordable makeup favorites, then first I'm just going to start off with some palettes. The first three are eyeshadow palettes, and this one is called the Warm palette from Coastal Scents, and it just looks like this. It just has a lot of warm, neutral colors, basically. Yeah, it has a very, warm brown side over here. And then as you get to this side, it actually does have some cooler colors that can help you make a smoky eye, so you're not just stuck with like warm browns. There is some variety in here. And all these palettes I got for like about $9. Coastal Scents sometimes does like an 88 palette sale, meaning like the 88 eyeshadow palettes for $8.88. They put them on sale, so I would wait and definitely watch for sales because you can definitely get these cheaper. Because I think they're maybe in the 20s normally, which I mean for this much eyeshadow isn't bad, but if you can get it for $8. Like obviously I would wait. But I wanted to mention this palette because I feel like it's a good dupe for the Naked palettes. I just feel like there's so many eyeshadows that, guaranteed you can find ones similar, if not, ones that look exact on your skin. And it's like $8 instead of $52, so just a good option to keep in mind. Next is the 28 Neutral palette from Coastal Scents. I also got this on sale. I can't remember how much, but it was still probably $12 or under for sure. But these are some larger eyeshadows because there are only 28 of them instead of 88. And they're all neutral. And in all these palettes there's a mix of like matte, shimmer, sparkle, satin. There are all kinds of finishes. But why I wanted to mention this palette was because there are a lot of like blogs and other videos out there saying that they're dupes for MAC shadows. I'm not 100% positive. I've never tried MAC, but numerous people have said they at least look similar. So that's what I have written up here, just the corresponding MAC names. So that way if I'm watching a tutorial and someone, names a MAC shadow, I can see if it there's a copy of it in this palette. So if you're interested in MAC but you can't afford it or you don't want to spend the money, I think this is a good option if you're trying to recreate like some neutral looks. And lastly, my favorites from Coastal Scents would just be their blank, like empty eyeshadow palettes that you can buy and fill them with your own shadows. These are called Hot Pots. And I got these on the sale where they did Hot Pots for 99 cents each. Normally I think they're around like $2 per shadow, which still isn't bad, but if you can wait for the 99-cent sale. But yeah, this is basically just where you get to pick whatever colors you want to fill this with, so I think that's definitely worth checking out. Okay, moving on to my blush favorites. I'll just stick with the palettes for now. I have two blush palettes from Coastal Scents. I have the original 10 blush palette. It just looks like this. And this has a lot of pinks, tans, kind of like mauve-y colors. Pretty like safe shades, I feel like. Nothing too out of the comfort zone, but I wanted to mention these palettes because they're a good way to get a lot of blushes for cheap. Like I don't remember the prices because I got these months and months ago, but I wouldn't have bought something if it was over like $15. So that's that one. And then just the other one I have is called the Blush 2 palette. And this is a lot more, I would say, daring. It's a lot more purples. You know, there's like some bright oranges. It might not look too different on camera, but in person, this is definitely one that you have to use a lighter hand with. But, you know, depending, I would say the 10 blush palette is probably, not in all cases, but just I would say like in general, a little, the colors are a little more sheer. So I feel like those would be better for fairer skinned people, because they do show up on me. But I would say for this palette, I have to use a very, very, very light hand. So I feel like this would be good for people with darker complexions. Or lighter, I mean anyone could use it, but if you are deciding between the two palettes, that's just my opinion. And then I have 3, let me see. Yeah, all the Coastal Scent stuff is done with. Now it's just like real drugstore stuff. And sorry I didn't swatch any of the Coastal Scents. I just felt like there was so much of it that like it was kind of hard to decide what to swatch. But if you guys want more in-depth videos featuring those palettes, I could definitely do it with swatches. But anyways, moving on, I have 2 of the Milani Baked Blushes. First one is in Red Vino. And this is just, I would say, like a burgundy with some gold shimmer running throughout. And that's what, oh, I was about to like flick you guys off. But that's what it looks like. It just has a very faint gold shimmer in it. It's not like chunky glitter or anything. It just gives you a bit of a sheen. And then the other one I have that I feel like is a lot more summery. I would say Red Vino is good for like winter, and then the summer one is Luminoso. Super popular here on YouTube. And it's just a peach with, I would just say a shimmery peach. I don't feel like it has like necessarily like gold shimmer in it or anything. That's what that looks like on the finger. And then on the skin, that's right there. And you want to use a very light hand. Excuse me, I'm sick. You want to use a very light hand with Red Vino as well. But Luminoso is a lot easier to wear, I feel like. And lastly, I just have this NYX blush in Mauve. I have it on today. The light's probably washing me out, but I would just say it's kind of like a peachy brown color. Very natural, very wearable. It's matte. Hopefully that shows up on me. It's right here. It's a little more pinky than Luminoso, but it's a good option as well. Okay, moving on. I have one highlighter, the Physicians Formula Mineral Glow Pearl in Translucent. Translucent Pearl is the exact color. And it shows up just like a sheen. It doesn't really have a color to it. It looks kind of peachy with some bronze in the pan, but on your skin, it's just kind of like a sheen. I can't even describe like a color. I have one drugstore bronzer favorite, and it's the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzer in Sunny. I have that on today as well, kind of contouring, but again, I don't know if it's picking up. That's just what it looks like. I feel like it's a good medium brown. It has like just the right enough of warmth in it where it doesn't look like muddy, but it's still like brown enough where it's not like orange, like fake spray tan looking. And it lasts forever. I've literally had this like at least 2 years and use it consistently, and like I just hit pan. So I'll attempt a swatch at this. That's on my finger. Yeah, this probably isn't going to show up too well, but it's right there. I guess I'll stick to the face theme. I have two foundation favorites. My first is my Revlon Color Stay. I use the combination oily skin version, and right now I'm 150 buff. I have it on today. You know, yeah. This is how it looks on. And yeah. I almost feel like this stays on me like too long. Like at night, it's like a struggle to get off. Even after I use makeup remover, like I still find it on my skin still. So if you want a long wearing foundation, I would definitely recommend the Revlon Color Stay. And then I picked a lighter option because I know not everyone wants or needs, you know, an extremely like heavy full coverage foundation. So I love the Garnier BB cream, but this is the combination oily skin version. And I heard, even if you don't have oily skin, that this still works a lot better than the normal one. I heard the normal one is super greasy, like even too greasy for people with dry skin, and that when they tried the oily skin version, they said it was like a completely different product. So if you've had bad luck with the normal version, I would definitely recommend this one. Because I do have oily skin, and I think it's perfect. I usually wear it in the summertime when it's hot, and it just, you know, it blends really nicely, it looks really natural, and it gives a good amount of coverage, because I normally like full coverage. So for me to like a tinted moisturizer, BB cream type of thing, you know, it definitely needs to have coverage. So that was as far as like an eyeshadow base, the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, I don't use this as like an eye primer. I still put down a primer, and then I put this on top. If I'm doing a really light shimmery look, or if I'm using like white eyeshadow just where I want it to pop, I'll put this all over my lids, and it really picks up the color a lot better. And I don't have problems with it creasing or anything, and you can see it's just a very opaque white. And I have seen people use this on their waterline as well. I don't, because I personally feel like it looks too like harsh and like strange on me. But if you are someone who likes it, go for it. Next Next I have some eyeliners to share. I have two liquid ones. The first is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. And I've heard the black one is really good, but I have the brown one. And these aren't the waterproof ones. They do make waterproof as well. But it's just like a normal brush tip applicator. And I love these. They're super dark. Like, this will probably look black to you guys on camera. But it's just a dark brown. And I think it's only like $2 or $3. And then my black one is NYC liquid liner. And this has a brush tip as well. Right there. And that swatch is right next to it. So I think you guys can see a little contrast. Right here is brown, and then on the right here is black. But as you can see, they're both very dark and opaque, which is what I love about them. And then for gel liner, this is the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner. And I'm not going to swatch this. I mean, it's just your basic black gel liner. And it's very dark as well. And if you have issues with I just use this for my waterline. I don't wear it like on my lid or anything. But if you have issues with things staying on your waterline, I would suggest trying this one. I mean, the edges, like the outside, is usually the first to fade on me, and that is the case with this as well. But it doesn't fade as noticeably, and the rest, like the majority of the eye stays, and it stays really black. So this does stay on me all night, except for like those very outer parts, but it's really not noticeable with this. For eyebrows, I have the Essence Eyebrow Designer. I couldn't read the name because it's getting so tiny. But you can see the color of this just on my eyebrows right now. I would say it's just like a very true brown. It doesn't have any like red tones or anything, and I really like it. And on the brush, it just has a little comb thing that actually really makes your eyebrows look good. It really distributes the product, and I think it works really well. And then just to set them, I have my Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara, which isn't so clear anymore. But again, I mean, that's how the two products make them look, if you want to judge for yourselves. Last eye products. These look so bad. Just the e.l.f. eyelashes in general. They're a mess. They're all falling all over the place, but these ones are kind of still intact. What I've been doing with these are I just cut the outer edge, and I just use that on like the outer edge of my eye. I don't have them on today, obviously, but yeah, these are really dramatic normally, but they're perfect for like doing the outer corner. It makes your lashes look very full and wispy without looking too crazy fake. I would recommend the e.l.f. ones. This was a holiday pack, and I got this whole thing for $3. It came with 3 pairs. But, I mean, e.l.f. has eyelashes, you know, all year round. I have 4 lip gloss favorites. First is from, what is this, Revlon? Yeah. I think these are the Revlon Color Burst lipsticks, or lip glosses. Sorry, my throat's starting to hurt. Gotta get through this video. And it's just, I would say like a baby pink with gold shimmer. It's really pretty. And this is one of their, I think they redesigned the Color Burst lipstick, so this is the new version. So you can still find this like easily in the drugstore, I think. And it just is right here. It's pretty sheer. But the thing I kind of like about it is when it kind of fades off your lips, it leaves behind like a gold shimmer, which you're probably like, ew, like glittery lips, but it's just like a very faint shimmer left behind. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. And it's not like super noticeable, so if you don't want that, it's not like it's going to be like in your face glitter. But going along with that, these I believe, don't hold me to this, but are the original Color Burst lipsticks. Like these are square on top, and the one I just showed you was circular. So I believe these are discontinued, and they like redesigned it for that one. But I found these like a couple weeks ago at Bell's Outlet, so I mean you can still find these. My favorite is Peach Petal, and I know people have talked about this before on YouTube. I think I Heart Makeup 92, Liz, she always like raves about this color, and I can see why. It's super opaque, so it really does nude out your lips, and that's right there. And then this is a lavender lilac pastel. This is really pretty. It's really pretty lilac without it being like, bam, you have purple lips on. So if you want to try a bit of a darker lip but you don't want to do anything too crazy, I would suggest this lip gloss right here. As you can see, they're pretty opaque for lip glosses, and they stay that way on your lips. And then last, can I talk today? Last is this NYX Mega Shine lip gloss in Sugar Pie. And I love this because it's a baby pink, and it's just so glossy. Like, that probably sounds really stupid, like, really, a lip gloss is glossy? But I can't even describe it. Like, the shine it puts on your lips is crazy. You can't really tell on my hand, but it's right here. It's just like a crazy shine on your lips. I don't know what it is. I have one chapstick favorite. It's this Nivea Kiss of Shimmer. And I like this for days where I have chapped lips. It smells good too. It smells like some kind of like candy fruity thing. But I like this for when I have chapped lips, but I still want like a hint of color, something, not just like plain chapstick. And it's just a very faint pink with some shimmer in it. It's probably not going to show up as pink on my hand. It's right here. And then moving on to lipsticks, which is probably the biggest category because they're like my favorite things to buy. Just real quick, the Wet n Wild Color Icon lip liners. This is in Berry Red. I'll swatch it for you. I love these because of how pigmented they are. This is it right here. And just these in general, not even this specific color, but I think they're like $1 tops. So yeah, they're amazing lip liners, and I would definitely recommend these. And then I have all my lipstick favorites. I'm just gonna grab them. They're not really in any order or color order. First is Revlon Soft Nude. And I think all these are still available, which is good. And it's a very peachy nude. If you're looking for a pinky nude, I would say this is not it. It's definitely more of like an apricot, like peachy nude. It's right here. Next I have this Milani Nude Cream. And it's just kind of a pinky nude, I would say. But it's like a darker pinky nude. I was expecting it to be a little lighter, but I still like it. It is right here. I have NYX Strawberry Milk. And this is like a true like strawberry milk color. It's a little hard to wear. You have to kind of tone it down a bit, but I still really like it. It's right here. You have to be careful with this one though. I feel like it doesn't work super well for my complexion, but this is a NYX matte lipstick in Hippie Chic, and this is kind of like a neon peachy coral. Not really sure how to describe this. This is another one that I find is kind of hard to pull off on my complexion anyways. I love it. I love the color, but I feel like it can look a little like funky on me, so I do have to work with it a bit, but I still really love the color. Now for some darker colors, I have this NYC Retro Red lipstick. This is just a true, you know, glamorous red color. And it's only like 99 cents, which is insane. It's right here. Super pigmented. Stays on, you know, all day. I don't find a problem with it. This is Wet n Wild's Cherry Bomb. And this is like a dark red. Love this too. I think this is maybe like $2. But this is just a very, very deep red. It's not a berry. I'm not sure if it's showing up like that on camera, but it's a very just deep red. It doesn't have any like kind of pink or anything in it. Then my two final ones, and then my final favorite is this Maybelline Vivids in Pink Pop. And this is more of a blue toned pink. I don't go for this too much, but I do know some people kind of prefer these kind of pinks over like baby pinks. And this is right here. And these smell really good. I don't really know what it smells like. Kind of sweet, I guess, but it's super glossy. So it almost looks like you're wearing a lip gloss. But I love it. But those were all of my drugstore / affordable favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was helpful. And if you have any further questions, or if you want me to do a review on, you know, specific products in here, more details or more swatches, just comment below. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.